Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the 2024 season of the NFL, where we predict each week. I'll try to come out with this video on Wednesday each week, and we'll be trying to go over the games to cover that week. I will be going through my picks, and every single week this week, I will put a full leg parlay, so every single game. So for this week, it is 16. So I have 16 leg parlay on my picks. So if I get every single thing right, you may never see another video from me again because I'll be retired. But let's go through it. Let's go through week 1 of the NFL here. We got Thursday Night Football to kick it off on the 5th, and it is Ravens-Chiefs. Now, we saw this matchup. We saw this in the playoffs, and the teams haven't made too many crazy differences in changes here. Obviously, the Ravens get Derrick Henry for their rushing attack, which is really, really nice. But you know, I think that even if Lamar plays his best in this game, you're not going to see the Ravens win. Unfortunately, I think that the Chiefs have just a very, very strong team right now, and it's gonna be a hard one for them to lose this. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one to the Chiefs. The next game we have is Friday, September 6th. We have the Packers and the Eagles playing in Brazil. Super, super cool that they're getting to do that. Yeah, this is my first upset. I have 4 upsets. I have 4 upsets in this week 1. This is my first one. The Packers are gonna beat the Eagles. That's my number 1 here. They improve on the defensive side of the ball, as they always do in the draft, because that's all they ever do. I really like their passing attack last year. They lose A.J. Dillon for the year, but they have who is it? Who's their starting? Is it A.J. Dillon? Wait, hold on. Okay, I know that they have a hurt running back. I'm pretty sure it's A.J. Dillon. And I don't remember who their starter. I don't think it's Aaron Jones. It might be Aaron Jones. Yeah, it might still be Aaron Jones. I'm not sure, honestly. Anyway, they have a rookie though that'll probably end up seeing some time too. But yeah, I do believe that the Packers are going to win against the Eagles. Next up, we start on the Sunday slate at the 1 p.m. games. We got the Steelers and the Falcons. Both of these teams making an upgrade at quarterback. I believe only one of these teams actually made an upgrade at quarterback. The Steelers picked up Russell Wilson, and the Falcons pick up Kirk Cousins. Yeah, the Falcons should win this game. I do like that the Steelers' defense is going to remain tough, obviously, but their offense is leaving just about everything to be desired, in my opinion. Really not a good pickup, and I don't know if we're going to be seeing Russell Wilson start for the entire season this year. Let's see, Cardinals, Bills. Yeah, this one's feeling a little obvious too. Here, Bills probably gonna walk away with the win. The Cardinals do make improvements. It's just they didn't get a new team. They got a couple of new players. So, and you get Kyler Murray back. So hopefully they look good against this Bills team. That's really all you can hope for, is that they look competitive. But I do believe that the Bills will walk away with this one. Next up, we got Bears Titans. I think you're gonna see the Bears. They have a pretty decent defense. The offense on the Titans is very click heavy. I don't know. Also, really old receiving core on the Titans. Not a lot of young speed, but I think that you're gonna see the Bears' offense is a bit energized here, and you're gonna see that their defense is still just as good as it was last year, if not better. I do believe that that'll be the case. Next up, Patriots, Bengals. Yeah, the Bengals should walk away with this one. I know that they start slow every year, but it's really hard to start slow against like the 31st team in the league. Like, this team is going to be probably pretty bad this year, the Patriots wise. They might get I think that their ceiling is like 6 wins. Honestly, I think that's where they're at right now. But they gotta start somewhere. They gotta start the improvement somewhere, and that's this year, hopefully. But we'll see what they get out of their guy. They picked up Drake May in the draft. So moving on here. What's up next is Texans Colts. We got Texans Colts here. I think, yeah, obviously we saw this at the end of the season last year as a bid to win the division. Yeah, and the Colts just barely lose it with Gardner Minshew starting at quarterback, and a dropped pass to the receiver to the wide out, or no, to the running back on a flat. Yeah, very unfortunate that they couldn't get it together right there. But the Texans go on and they smoked the Browns in the playoffs. But I do believe that the Texans will win this game. I'm pretty sure that they'll win this game. All right, next up we actually have Jaguar. Okay, so Jaguars and Dolphins. This should be a Dolphins win. Jags haven't improved that much, and they were on a very hard skid at the end of the season last year. The Dolphins weren't perfect at the end of the season either, but they were better than the Jags. We'll see. We'll see what happens here, but I do expect that the Dolphins will probably end up winning this game pretty easily against the Jaguars. Next up, Saints Panthers. Now this is a little interesting in my opinion, because the Panthers could win this game because it really depends on how Derek Carr plays. Honestly, if he plays like the trash start that he had last year, there's a chance, right? There's an opportunity here for them to win. But I do believe in the Saints a bit more than I believe in the Panthers right now. All right, we have another upset on the schedule. For me, I do believe that the Giants are gonna beat the Vikings. I know, right? Okay, now this is lunacy, right? Everybody's like, "What are you talking about? The Giants gonna beat the Vikings?" And I'm like, "Listen, you gotta listen to me. You got the guy who's seeing ghosts at quarterback here, all right, for the Vikings. And now I know Daniel Jones ain't no messiah, all right, but I do believe that he's better than Sam Darnold. It's gonna be interesting, man. You know, this it's really how can the Vikings get the ball to Justin Jefferson without throwing it using Sam Darnold so that it's not intercepted? That's really the game plan here if you're Minnesota. And the Giants' defense it's okay. It's got some holes, I'll say that, but I think it'll hold up against Sam Darnold. I really don't think that it's in the struggle competition there. Okay, so that's one of my upsets. Raiders Chargers. Let me look here. Yeah, this is actually another one of my upsets. I do think that the Raiders are going to beat the Chargers. Now, it's because the Chargers have no offensive weapons anymore. They are dead in the water offensively, in my opinion. You get, was it Lad McConkey, I think, in the draft? I think that's, like, their guy, their only guy. Like, Quinton Johnston looked awful. I'm pretty sure he's still with the team. But Herbo has nobody to throw to, has no run game. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing going on offensively for the Chargers, and they love to collapse defensively in games. And I think that the Raiders are gonna walk out there and they're gonna show up. And they're gonna look good with Minshew at quarterback. You're gonna get some nice balls to Adams down the field probably here. Yeah, I think that the Raiders are actually gonna beat the Chargers. That's one of my upsets. Next up, Broncos Seahawks. We're gonna find out if Bo Nix is really a check down merchant. That's really where we're at right now. And I'd like to believe that he's going to be better than Russell Wilson was for them. I just don't know how good he's going to be. But I also believe that the Seahawks just have the better squad right now, and they're gonna be able to hold it defensively against Bo Nix and this new and improved offense. Versus Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, and Tyler Lockett and squad. I think that you'll probably end up seeing this game end up with like a 10-point lead for the Seahawks, and then they're just gonna run it down the throat of Denver for the entire fourth quarter. I feel like that's probably how this game ends. Next up, Cowboys Browns. And they are at Browns Stadium. Let's go. Okay, obviously I'm a hometown Browner, if you didn't know. Grew up Cleveland, so yeah, let's go Browns. That being said, really heavy pass attack for the Cowboys. Run game's not great. Super good defense for the Browns. That's one thing I can be very happy about is that we have like 4 starting cornerbacks. For any other team, we'd have like 4 of them. So really, really nice. Really, really good defense. We make a lot of good decisions on defense. Offense, and we pick up Jerry Jeudy, so we're hoping that the pass attack is really, really good this year. But it's really all going to depend on Watson for the Browns. But I do think that they'll win this game because the defense will win this game because the Cowboys are very one-sided on their attack, and that happens to be one of our strengths is being against the pass. So, all right. Next up, Buccaneers and Commanders. Yeah, I'm gonna give this one to the Bucks. Just young team, young new quarterback for the Commanders here, and I just don't think that it's gonna happen against the Bucks. I think that the Bucks will have a decent defense against them, and they had a pretty decent offense with Baker and Goodwin, Chris Godwin, yeah, last year, and the Commanders trade away Jahan Dotson to the Eagles. Interesting, like that's their number 2 guy, and they don't really have anything to replace him. Not really giving your brand new quarterback any options. He's got a tight end and Terry McLaurin. He's got like 2 options, and then Brian Robinson in the backfield. I mean, the offense doesn't feel deadly for the Commanders, and their defense was literally the worst in the league last year. I think 32. So yeah, we're gonna give that one to the Bucks. Next up, we got Lions and Rams. Now this one should, in theory, right, go to the Lions because they were god tier last year. They did their jobs. They got it done. Now, this is my final upset of the week. This was my 4th one. I do believe that the Rams are gonna win this game. I mean, they just got it. They got good rookies last year. They smashed their draft last year, and they have really, really done an outstanding job with having almost no number 1 picks to really beef this team up. So I think you're gonna see them again just have a great performance, and if anything, this game will be very close, I believe, which is exactly why it's a Sunday night game, right? At 8:30, this is what we want to watch. This is supposed to be a really close game. So, but I think that the Rams will pull this one out over the Lions. That's my opinion. That's my upset. That's the 4th upset that I have, and obviously then we go to Monday night, Jets 49ers. I believe that the 49ers will win this game now that Brandon Ayuk and Trent Williams have both returned to the team. Now that they are not holding out, yeah, I believe that that's a pretty easy one to push through. I think that 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers is coming back from an Achilles, might not be the exact same guy that he was on the field, 10 years ago. And while I'd like to see success from him and Garrett Wilson and see that combo link up, and they have Mike Williams now as well, so some good receiving options there. But and a decent defense, yeah. But no, I think that the 49ers are going to continue their push for the playoffs every single freaking year, like they have been. So they were able to sweep up a great quarterback with the very last pick a couple years ago, and it's leading them, it's pushing them. All right, that's it for my picks for week 1. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if I'm crazy for having 4 underdogs win in week 1. But hey, man, and if these all come true and I win 40 grand, off my $10 bet, this is the only video you're getting this season because I'm gonna be in Maui. All right, thanks for watching. See you guys. Peace.